GM, guys. So I'm making this video because I've noticed on Twitter that Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson just had a podcast together, and they talked about the fact that porn makes you gay or makes you transsexual. And interestingly, I literally made a story about this topic the day before they made this fucking podcast. And I literally said, I'll link it, the link in the description to show you what the fucking story is. I literally explained what they said just before they said it. And so I made a list of the few things I want to say, because in the podcast they mentioned the fact that it's become so like it's everywhere nowadays. So people are desensitized, blah blah blah, which is true. I haven't talked about this in my story, so let me give you my theory on this, and then I'll develop from it. So my theory was that porn leads to masturbation inevitably. Then masturbation multiple times a day leads to low testosterone. Low testosterone means high estrogen, means very feminine people. So it makes you gay. I also said that it leads to a high prolactin. Prolactin, which makes you lazy, and laziness is high estrogen, because if you didn't know, action, like physical action, sport or movement, is what's going to make you secrete testosterone. But staying fucking not moving in your bed does not produce testosterone. Therefore, it's estrogenic. It makes you gay to do nothing. So masturbation leads to low testosterone because emptying your balls. Like, testosterone is produced in your testicles when they're full. The fuller your testicles are, the more testosterone you will have. That's a scientific fact. So if you masturbate multiple times a day, your balls are never full. You'll never be producing healthy amounts of testosterone. That's the first thing. And the second thing is prolactin is going to make you lazy. And the more you're lazy, the more you do nothing, the more estrogen you'll have, the more you'll be gay. So the thing is, social media nowadays, I talked about it in terms of social media now. A lot of people like to comment and say, bro, porn has existed for the past like hundreds of years. There was magazines and stuff, blah, blah. Some geeks like to give you weird arguments like this. You can say for sure that porn on on internet happened 20 years ago, like 15, 10 years ago. I definitely was watching porn 15 years ago when I was fucking 10, when I nutted for the first time ever. I remember this. The thing is, when you have low testosterone because of all this bullshit, women are only attracted to high testosterone men naturally. If a woman is interested in, nowadays you can see it on social media, they like fucking super feminine guys. The women that like super feminine guys are women that are on the pill. Women that don't have natural hormones. And normal fucking natural woman is attracted to a high testosterone man. That's why, bad guys always win and nice guys finish last, because nice guys are crowd pleasers. They look up to the woman, They chase the woman. The nice guy chases the woman. And in the chasing, it's always fucking masturbated. You can try to deny this or find proof that defend your masturbation. If you chase girls, you're a masturbator. It's the people that chase girls that get rejected. Because they're rejected, they can't get sexual relations with anyone. So they stay home, they watch porn, and the more you watch porn, the more you become low testosterone, and the more you get rejected. And then the more rejected you are, the more the amount of people that would accept you as a sexual partner goes down. And so what is the last thing that would be able to accept you once you're super low testosterone, high estrogen, fat, high masturbator, you do nothing with your life, you're lazy, you're rejected by everyone? What's the next person that's going to accept you? Someone that's exactly in the same situation as you. Someone that's also rejected by everyone. And that's why you always see those queers that are super fat, the LGBTs that are super fat with hair, with all different colors, weird ass fucking tattoos in the middle of their bodies, big stains everywhere, and fucking, they're just ugly. I said this in my story. Queers are ugly as fuck. That's one of the things. Once you're rejected by everyone, the only people that will accept you are the people that are as rejected as you. which means you're going to find guys that are just as rejected as you. You won't find a girl that's as rejected as you as a guy. It doesn't happen. If you're a man, you're rejected by everyone, you're going to find another man that's rejected by everyone. It's going to be just as ugly as you, just as fat as you, just as all this bullshit, you know? So that's the theory. The theory is masturbation leads to queers, gays, transgenders. It just leads you to be attracted to any kind of person for a sexual relation. It's not even attractiveness, it's you are rejected by everyone, so you will accept sex from anything that wants that or that is willing to have sex with you, and it's only people of the same sex at this stage. People from the other sex that are supposed to be charmed by you, wooed by you, to fucking mate. That's how nature is made. You're supposed to woo the other partner to make kids and mate, blah blah blah. If all the mating partners reject you, there's only someone from the same sex that's going to accept you. So it leads to degeneracy, all this shit. And something I wrote down that I didn't talk about on my video, and that Nick Fuentes mentioned, he said that it leads to a lot of transgenderism. Sorry. So, one of the things that this is very true, what transgenderism is basically someone that got so lost into porn, so lost into sex, that he just has sex in his head at all times, to an extent that he's wondering about changing his sex. That, do you understand the amount of brain power it takes in your head of thinking about your dick to go to the fucking stage of cutting your dick off to become a woman, you know? You would have to be thinking about your dick at an insane level. So it's pure addicts that have nothing else to do than think about fucking penises and vaginas. That's what it is. Normal people think about business, think about the world, think about fucking their family. But those people that want to change tech, they just think about sex all the time. And to get to this stage, what happens is very often porn from a very young age. Look at me. When my first time watching porn, I don't remember how old I was. Maybe I was 9, maybe I was 10, something like this. And I was watching porn from the first time. So it was like maybe 2009. And it was probably YouPorn. On YouPorn I was watching this shit. I don't remember what video it was, but I remember the feeling in my pee-pee, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Did I just break my dick or something? Then I tried the next day again, and it happened every day for the next, fucking 10 years, 15 years? That's it. The problem is that people are now exposed to it at a younger and younger age, and it's made normal. Now you go on Instagram, you see any bitch, you click on the profile, there's an OnlyFans link. Now everyone is able to see those profiles with OnlyFans. Fucking 8-year-olds on Instagram can see that maybe 1 out of 3 women account on Instagram has an OnlyFans, or at least 1 out of 3 famous accounts, you know? Maybe not every 1 out of 3 women on Instagram, but 1 out of 3 famous accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers, it's very likely that they have an OnlyFans link. So it just made extra popular. And now on those OnlyFans, of course, if you click on them, you will see that they have a free content section, because it's by showing free content that you then sell. That's how it happens. So a lot of young people are exposed to fucking free naked content. And then the OnlyFans, of course, is not the main thing. Right? I was watching porn straight up. OnlyFans didn't exist. But nowadays, I'm just trying to tell you that kids are shoved it into their faces. And then it's made so much easier for them to go look it up, to go look up for porn. Nowadays, porn is thrown into their faces because they just will stumble upon a TikTok porn actress, TikTok OnlyFans model, by the way. They use the term model to make it glorified, to say that it's a super, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a job that has a lot of recognition to it. It's your fucking model. No, you're a porn actress. So the kids will stumble upon fucking OnlyFans porn actress on TikTok making a dance with basically showing their pussy to the internet. And kids will look at it, young boys will look at it, click on the profile, look at more, because it's fucking instinctive at this point. If you show them super sexy shit, they will click. Then they'll look on the account, they'll see more and more naked shit, they'll click on the links in the bio, and just like that, from TikTok, they're sent directly to porn, you see? Now, and then, this happens probably from the age of fucking 10, 6, 5 nowadays. As soon as a kid is using TikTok, it's probably happening. And then, they get into the porn rabbit hole, masturbation, and it happens for the next 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years of their life. Some people have never stopped masturbating. Even after getting married, even after fucking having 5 kids, some people never stop masturbating. You know, it takes power, willpower to realize that you're addicted to it and that it's bad for you. So, the thing that I wanted to mention here is the addiction from childhood. It's not just an addiction, it's an addiction from childhood that, as I told you earlier, masturbation is going to keep your testosterone levels low, which means you're going to grow as a human, as a teenager, with low level of testosterone, super low levels of testosterone that are not supposed to be so low, which will make you grow up and be a twink or be a half faggot because you don't have testosterone. You're depleting yourself of testosterone 2 to 3 to 4 times a day. And maybe some women don't believe this, that it can go to 2 to 3 to 4, 5 times a day. Trust me, it can go to 7 times a day. Like, I've been there, and probably for me it was most often 3 times a day or 4 times a day, right? Twice in the morning, twice in the fucking afternoon. But for maybe a small period of my life, maybe when I was 15, 16, then maybe twice a day is the most convenient, right? Once in the morning, once in the evening. So it happens for maybe fucking 60% of men twice a day. So what you're doing, you're keeping your testosterone low for your whole life. You are not even allowing yourself to have male level of testosterone, of experiencing a male life. That you just don't fucking experience it. Because you see it from childhood. And another thing that's going to lead those kids to get to transgenderism, as Nick Fuentes mentioned, is that they get desensitized by the fact that that's very true. I'll tell you myself that I can attest it happened to me. The more you watch porn, the more you need more insane content to get aroused. If you just watch basic sex, no weird thing, just basic position, a man helping a woman, after 3 months, this video does not do anything to you anymore, right? You always need more and more arousal, more and more insane shit to the video, more and more weird positions, weird objects or objects used in the video, weird places, weird fucking, I don't know, animals. Yes, people get into weird fucking categories of porn on the internet. And it goes beyond that. I've been on the dark web looking for weird shit. And probably every teenage boy has been on the dark web to look for this kind of shit. That's the only interest they have in the dark web, People tell you, oh, people buy drugs on the internet. People want to see the most ridiculous, unimaginable types of porn on the darknet. That's all it's for. Right? So of course, when you watch more and more crazy categories, you become desensitized to it. I mean, the fact that you get desensitized from basic sex means that you look for more and more insane shit. And at some point, the insane shit, maybe you'll see a guy fucking a chicken. Maybe that's what you're looking at. A guy fucking a chicken. I have a friend who told me he's watching this. Wait, no. My friend told me about a snake. The chicken was actually me. I've watched this before. So, many people have done this. Not done, but watched this. Or have looked for this on the internet, And once you get to this kind of shit, at some point, even this gets boring. And then you look for more insane. And that's what people... that's how people end up cutting their balls off. They've gone around the internet. They've seen all the arousal possible. Now everything is boring. What else can possibly still make you feel something? Because you, by the way, you are thinking about penises and vaginas all day long for 10, 20 years. It's always in your head. You're thinking about it all the time. That's how people who become transgenders because they don't stop thinking about fucking sex all the time. And then they think that they can experience different blah 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 blah. Because guess what? They're going to tell you I don't feel good in my body. Of course they don't. They don't have fucking hormones. They just rape themselves every day for the past 10 years. So I don't feel good in my body. I want to experience something else. Maybe I'm not meant to be a man, you know. I'm rejected by everyone. Nobody wants me. I can't find anyone that seems to care about me. I've maybe they've had some gay relationships because that's the only people that will accept them. The people that also get rejected all the time. By the way, I've been in clubs in the UK when I was in university, 17, 18 years old, kissing guys. I've done some gay shit. I've been there. I've been at the fucking depth of the bullshit. I never thought about transgenderism, and this is a true mental disability, a mental disorder, sorry. This is not normal. Doesn't happen to the average person to just think about changing sex. But some people think about it, and they think that they're not meant to be a man because they get rejected by everyone, and only men seem to like them, so maybe they're supposed to be a woman, and then they want to change sex, and blah blah blah. And because their hormones are already fucked, if you tell them, oh, you would need to hop on an estrogen treatment or a testosterone treatment to, change the direction of it doesn't matter to them because they don't give a fuck about hormones. They don't understand what it is. They just think it's the key to change their situation. Although the key would be to indeed have healthy amounts of hormones through stopping masturbation. It's not going to happen by synthetic hormones from a fucking lab that are given to you in fucking mathematical doses, as if we know anything about how the body is going to use it. It's crazy. And yeah, so that's what it is. People get desensitized to everything after watching the most insane types of porn and then want to change sex. And I want to put this blame not on these people because it's not necessarily your fault that when you were 9 years old you stumbled onto a fucking whore on TikTok. It's not your fault. It wasn't my fault that I fucking ended up on YouPorn at age 9. It's just, I don't remember honestly how it happened to me, how, if I was like Googling it, maybe I was Googling like naked woman and I stumbled upon this or some shit. But that's the thing, it's not your fault when you're a young person to stumble upon it. It's always like the parents' responsibility for the children, although the parents can't decide what the kid is thinking about. So with time, I guess at the beginning of internet you couldn't say it's the parents' fault, you couldn't say it's the kid's fault, it's just the fault of the people uploading the porn and not putting any restriction on their content, right? But nowadays, the fault is on Instagram, it's on Meta, it's on fucking Mark Zuckerberg, it's on the algorithms that show you this kind of shit. I don't know how many times it happened to you, it happens to me all the fucking time. I'm scrolling on Instagram, and then there's Threads. Instagram has a second app. It's like the competition for Twitter. It's Threads. It's the Instagram equivalent of Twitter. And there's always some Threads ads on it where they show you fucking thirst traps. Like 90% naked bitches on your fucking middle of your screen as advertising for Threads app. And it's crazy that every fucking time you open your app, you're going to stumble upon this. I think it's not showing anymore because I said, don't show it to me again. But everyone's going to be shoved this kind of shit in your face. Like, porn is going to stumble upon you. Like, if it's not porn, it's going to be 90% naked women shaking their asses with the fucking vaginas showing through their clothing as if it's normal. As if it was ever normal, Nowadays you see this. You're going to see a bitch with a camel toe showing super obviously to millions of people, and nobody in the comments going to be alarmed. It's going to be super funny video, which are basically, by the way, simps. They're going to pretend like they don't see this outrageous shit, and to, as I said earlier, put the women on the pedestal and be like, super funny, you're so amazing, being fucking craving dogs from the bottom, looking up to this goddess as they think it is, right? They think it's a goddess, a sexy girl that they couldn't ever touch or have the chance of dating or have the chance of touching. So people will be dogs on those kind of porn videos because they're simps, they're cocks, and this is going to be normalized because those people that are desensitized to it, made simps that have no testosterone, will keep simping on those. They will go viral, and the more viral they go, the more they get chances to be shown to you. And then if they're shown to you, they're going to be shown to 12-year-old boys, 10-year-old boys, 5-year-old boys on Instagram. A lot of kids go on their parents' fucking phones on Instagram and stumble upon this shit. So it's the fault of the fucking algorithms of Instagram, TikTok, Twitter even. Although, if you look at fucking Twitter nowadays, last year it was full of porn. Now, Elon Musk has fixed this shit. You don't randomly stumble upon porn nowadays anymore. It doesn't happen. But it was happening last year. Not anymore. And the only shit I see on Twitter is fucking crypto stuff and politics. I don't see any sex-related shit on Twitter anymore, which is amazing. But on Instagram, it does not stop happening, that you're going to be shoved porn into your face. And if you are a victim of porn like this, you might have known, I keep saying it in my videos, that I've been on NoFap. I've done like 600 plus days of NoFap, of no nut actually. Then I broke this 600 days by sleeping with a woman, and happened again a few months later. But the thing is, how did it happen? How did I manage to be on NoFap for all this time? The thing is, I failed maybe 10, 15 times before this. I tried to do NoFap 10, 15 times, but every time you look at your streak, first of all, if you think in terms of a streak, you're never going to achieve the goal that you're putting for yourself. You just need to change your identity. You need to just imagine the super winning version of you, the best version of yourself, the rich guy, the blah blah blah. Do you think you are masturbating to fucking women? Do you think you are putting yourself as the cock position? By the way, every time you look at porn, you are cock. You are making yourself a cock. You know, the cock that is in the corner of the bedroom masturbating while his wife is getting fucked by someone else. That's what cocks are. Every time you watch a porn video, you are making yourself a cock. You are looking at a woman that you would like to fuck, getting fucked by someone else. That's how you get aroused, by looking at other men fuck. Like, it's actually super gay. It makes you a super fucking cock. So you need to understand that every time you stumble upon women online, you have two options. Be a cock, like all their videos, like all their comments, like all their stories, reply to their posts saying, "Ah, you're beautiful, hot emoji, hot emoji." If you do this, you are a cock. You are someone that puts the woman on a pedestal. You are admiring the girl. And you will never be attractive to a woman that's not on the pill. If you're looking up to her, you have to be the man of the household. A man is supposed to take care of things, and the woman looks up to him. You're supposed to make women look up to you. So how do you, if you're deep into the porn addiction, how do you stop it? How did I do it? You're going to have to go through the harsh reality of failing multiple times. And it's going to happen through something that is not going to be what you think. It's not that one day you'll just start a streak and you never stop and that's it. It's, you're going to fail, try again, fail, try again, because you'll still be thinking about girls all the time. You'll be walking in the street, seeing a girl, thinking about sex. Just because you saw her, a girl wearing a legging, all of a sudden you think of sex. Then maybe you go to the supermarket, you buy food, you'll see girls, you'll think of sex. Anytime you're going to see girls, you're going to have this. So the first thing, that's the main problem with this, is if you're addicted, seeing women is going to trigger your addiction and make you want to masturbate. So the thing I realized is that whenever I had Tinder on my phone, it's not possible that I don't fucking masturbate. Because when you look at 100 women, let's say you swipe 100 women, it's not even about the fact that they're naked or anything. It's your subconscious, your instinct is meant to fuck women, but your instinct. So anytime you see a fucking woman, whether it, of course, she has to be attractive, but on Twitter, on Tinder, you swipe 100 times, you're going to see 50 attractive girls, right? And every time you're going to see one, it's going to make you crave for sex, make you fucking get your dick hard every time you're going to swipe. And it's about your exposition to women. How are you exposed to women? How many women do you see per day? This is going to be a massive fucking impact on it. And the time that I managed to stop was when I was working in kitchens. So I was working a lot, like 15 hours a day. And when you're in the restaurant, there's girls in the restaurants, but they're super unsexy. With the chef outfit, with the fucking chef hat, super unsexy. And also, you're going to have to lock in. But lock in terms of, if you focus on fitness, if you focus on things that will grow you as a human, that will make girls look up to you instead of you looking up to girls. Once you focus on this kind of shit, growing a business, starting your fitness, changing your life around completely, then you're going to not have time to go outside and see girls or just swipe on your phone. Bro, swiping on Tinder is insane. The time people can spend, especially Tinder Gold. I'm going to tell you something. Since the last time I fucked a girl was probably last month, if I'm being honest with you, I broke the no-fap streak because last month, after this girl, so I was paying Revolut, so it's a bank with a subscription. And then I realized in this subscription, which is 10 euros a month, that I had access to Tinder Gold for free. I had access to this. So I thought, oh shit, I'm paying for it and I'm not using it. Let me just download Tinder and then use my subscription that I'm paying for, right? It wasn't like a subscription to Tinder. It was just the subscription to a premium bank account that gave me like 10 things, like maybe Netflix access, Amazon Prime access, and Tinder Gold as one of the things. So I just downloaded Tinder because of it. And as I've been scrolling on fucking Tinder, I just got fucking hot all the time, seeing fucking hot girls all the time. And the even more fucking evil thing is that if you're going to pay Tinder to have a gold account, now you're going from, I think, I don't know, maybe it was 50 swipes, 50 likes. You're going from a limited amount of likes to infinite likes. And if you have an infinite amount of swipe, you're going to be swiping on Tinder for hours a day. You're going to, for hours, be exposed to hundreds or thousands of women. And it's not possible for you to not get hard, not get aroused if you see this many fucking girls, beautiful girls, over the day. You have to maximize your time in terms of time efficiency. You have to make sure that your time does not expose you to girls. That's how it happened to me. I was trying for a long time to do nofap, but then I ended up on Instagram looking at girls' profiles. Then I ended up on Tinder. Then I ended up, I don't know, like going to outside and seeing girls at a bar. They're all fucking super hot and this kind of shit, Your environment is massively important. You don't need to think about, oh, I need to do this streak of nofap and then I will lose my addiction. Don't do this. You need to lose the exposition to women. So I want you to do 2, maybe 3 things. You're going to go on, first of all, if you have any dating app, you have to delete all of them. You will never, first of all, if you have dating apps, it means that you're looking up to women. That's what it is, if you get attracted to girls by their physique, you are admiring them. And if you're admiring them, they're not going to be attracted to you. They need to be admiring you. Andrew Tate once said, which was, I never thought about it, but it's so genius, that you shouldn't even care about beautiful women. Don't be poisoned by their fucking magic, their sorcery. If you want to fuck a woman, she has to like you. Don't try to make a woman like you out of like nothing. From nothing. If she doesn't like you, if you try to make her like you, you're a simp. You're basically putting yourself in the bad position. maybe you would be able to change her opinion of you and make her like you in the end. But there is 4 billion women on this planet. It's not worth your time trying to convince a woman to change her opinion about you, because this is going to take hundreds of thousands of hours. Hundreds of hours to try to do it. And it's hundreds of hours where you will be thinking about women. And this is not a thing you want to fucking do. If you want to change your life, you can't be thinking about women all the fucking time. You need to be thinking about productive shit. So, things you need to do. Download Tinder. Sorry. I just said download Tinder. No, delete Tinder. Delete all dating apps. You have to be deleting anything that makes you see girls all the time. If you have TikTok, you're fucking better off deleting TikTok. There is nothing that you will win, that you will gain from life from TikTok, unless you're posting. If you're posting content, go for it. But if you are just scrolling on it, delete TikTok. It's useless. And then on Instagram, you're going to look at all the profiles of girls that you follow and unfollow all of them, or at least restrict them or block them. You have to unfollow all these bitches. I know you like them. I know they're probably your friends. Or they're your friends and you're hoping to have sex with them one day. All right? So you're going to unfollow all of them because you don't need to fucking see them. Every time you're going to see them, you're going to think about women. You're going to be aroused. You're going to want to fucking masturbate. Every time you see a woman, you're going to want to. If you look at my Instagram feed, I don't know if you can see it from there. There is only food. Only food. So I built my fucking algorithm. There's food, gym. Food. Andrew Tate. Food. There is nothing related to women. I bet in yours, there's 50% women, 30% food, 30% something else. If you see women, I want you to go on anything, click not interested. First of all, you unfollow all the women that you follow. Why are you following them? Why are you following them? Even if they're your friend, why are you following them? What is the use of following them on Instagram? It just gives real estate to women in your head. Makes you addicted to arousal, gives you more opportunities to be aroused by women throughout the day. More out of 24 hours, you're going to spend more time thinking about women, thinking about arousal, thinking about your fucking dick and masturbating. So, delete all women that you're following, unless they're ugly. If they're ugly, maybe it's okay to keep them. And then you're going to go on your feed, click not interested every time you see a sexy girl or just anything that's sex related. Or just even sex jokes. Not interested in all this shit. You don't want to be exposed to any of it. It's all poison. The Bible says it. Lust is fucking poison. Anytime you're going to be exposed to anything that brings lust in you, this is poison. You have to push it away. That's the only way to lose the fucking porn addiction. And when I downloaded Tinder last month, I had to delete it. I was fucking finding myself scrolling on it. And because it's gold, I had infinite likes, I was spending so much fucking time thinking about girls because of it. And I ended up fucking masturbating and broke the streak of no fap. So I had to delete this shit. And even me, after 600 days of no nut, downloading Tinder has brought me to fucking fail this challenge. Although I wasn't even trying, I wasn't counting the days. I'm telling you 600 plus, because I stopped counting. Maybe it's 700, I don't know. But it's not about counting. If you count, you're leaving a craving system onto you, right? If you want to stop fucking fapping, you have to limit your exposition to women or to anything that's attractive to you, right? If you're gay, but maybe you're gay, right? You need to stop looking at men that attract you. Delete those men. Delete fucking everything. And if you're a woman, delete men that you think are sexy. Delete girls that you think are sexy. Girls seem to be more bisexual than men. So if you're a girl and you have secret fucking thoughts about some men or some women, delete them, hide them from your account. If you have porn books, I know many women have porn books. Fucking throw them away, give them away, just don't give them away, because if you give them away, you're just giving a poison gift to someone else. So if you have one, throw it away. I swear to you, don't give it to someone. You're just going to give toxic poison to someone else. Toxic gift to someone else. So that's what you need to do, right? Delete those fucking apps that make you see more people that you would be interested in. If you work on Instagram, delete all the women, block them, all the shit. Make your Instagram fully business related. You know, that's what my Instagram is. I don't fucking see bitches on my Instagram. It's all food, all content, all Andrew Tate, all cryptocurrency. That's it. So I've been yapping too long. I'm going to stop the video here. But that's what I wanted to say. Basically, I wanted from this video to put the blame on Mark Zuckerberg. It's Mark Zuckerberg's fault. Because all algorithms for the past 5-10 years have been putting fucking porn in front of everyone's eyes. I need to make a tweet about this. It's Zuckerberg's fault for this. Apparently now he's becoming based, so he has to change it. But yeah. Now if you want some help with this shit on one-to-one, because you know I have my cooking account, but it's a cooking nutrition account for fitness. So I do one-to-one nutrition and fitness coaching. If you're interested in this, just know that there is a lot of fucking mindset involved, and this fucking super long video, or what did I talk for, maybe 45 minutes of talking? This is the kind of shit I put in my course. I talk about this kind of topics that are not directly fitness, are not directly nutrition, are not directly fucking going to give you a six-pack, but it's the kind of things that ruin your state of mind and that don't put you in a situation to be able to eat clean, to be able to go to the gym, to be able to be fit. I'm talking about the poisons you need to eradicate from your life. Porn is one of those poisons that will stop you from having a healthy hormonal life. You need to get away from this shit. So if you need help with this on one-on-one, you can DM me on Instagram. You can book a call in the description so we can talk one-to-one and have a discovery call. So we can see if you'd be interested in it, and I can tell you a little bit about it, and if it's something that would help you or not, you know. And if it doesn't help you, well, you can just go about with your life. Or also have, if you don't want the one-on-one, because one-on-one is more pricey, of course, but I have my school community, where there's my school lessons on it, on which I still give those lessons. And if you're interested about the school, so $250 for now, and by the time it's finished, it's going to be $500 to get full lifetime access. So for now, it's $350. And make sure you join it now if you want to, right? And apart from this, keep watching my YouTube. I'm going to keep making content like this to help you out. But of course, if you want to change your life around, make a 360 or 180, sorry, 180. 360 means you still keep doing the same shit. But if you want to do 180, it's maybe better that you get some help to do it faster, because time is of the essence. I don't know if you've seen, if you're in crypto or not, but in the past 2 years, some people have made 1,000 times their money. The rich have become 1,000 times richer, and the poor are becoming half and half poorer every time. So the rich, infinitely richer, the poor, poorer and poorer. Time is of the essence. You can't be a porn addict now. You have to change this. You have to lose it now. And then you'll be able to spend more time thinking about productive shit instead of thinking about women, thinking about dudes fucking chickens. And yeah, that's it. Otherwise, you know, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram. I'll see you soon. Book a call in the description. You know, or maybe if you want to come to the Morocco event for New Year's, DM me. All right, I'll see you soon.